Offroad Outlaws has a lot of great cars, and they keep having updates to import even more cars into the game. But the last update, I feel like they could have done a little bit better with the cars that they chose. Now, don't get me wrong, I have nothing against the cars. I like the cars, especially that little minivan that they added. But I just feel like everything else they're adding is kind of just repeats or just things that maybe they could have done something a little cooler with. So, with my opinion out of the way, let me show you 7 trucks that I think they should add into the game in future updates. So I'm going to number these 1 through 7. Number 1, we're going to start with the most common and mundane trucks that I think they should add to the game, to number 7 being probably the most crazy, and I just figured I should add a few crazy ones because, let's be honest, the crazy trucks are the best ones in Offroad Outlaws. We can all agree on that one. So in the number 1 spot, I think they should add a 2021 Chevrolet Silverado. It doesn't really matter to me whether it's a 2500 or any other version of that, but just a newer Silverado would be cool in the game because they already have the Ram TRX, which is a brand new truck, and I feel like all the other trucks are more older and kind of outdated, so I feel like new trucks would be really cool to have in the game. And for number 2, it's basically just a brother of the truck that I just listed, which is the 2018 GMC Denali. Now, I went with the 2018 GMC Denali because the newer ones tend to look the same as the Chevrolets and the Fords and stuff when you put it in the game. In real life, they look a lot different, but once you put it in the game, all of the aspects kind of get merged together a little bit, so it feels like it's pretty much the same truck as some of the other ones, and I want these to feel a little bit different because I feel like we should have a specific reason we go for each truck in the game, whether we like a specific part of the design or a different one. I just feel like they should differ a little bit in their design. And for number 3, this is where we start to get a little bit wacky because I know probably a lot of you aren't going to like this suggestion, but I think that they should add the Rivian R1T because we already have a Cybertruck, which is one electric truck. Why not add another electric truck? Now, I'm not a huge electric car person because I do prefer a gas guzzler over an electric car, but I can say with certainty that I do like a few of the electric cars, and the Rivian R1T is one of them, and I feel like that would be a cool addition to the game, and whether you like electric trucks or not, you can't say that this design isn't really cool. And for number 4, here's where things get even more crazy. I think that they should add a Hennessy Venom to the game, which is basically a 2022 6x6 Chevrolet Silverado. But still, I think this thing looks insane. And honestly, I think either this or a Ford Overkill would be perfect for the game. Either one they choose, I think everyone would want to use. And honestly, they're great looking trucks as well. And with number 5, we're moving into the mega truck section of this list because I really want to see a Ford F550 or 650 inside of Offroad Outlaws. Now, these are super crazy trucks. They're massive. They're some of the biggest production trucks in the world. And honestly, they look insane. And I would love to have one of these in the game other than the tow truck because I know the tow truck is a 450, but these things would be crazy to have in the game, and just with a regular bed and even a crew cab, that would be crazy. That would be insane. I would customize these all the time, and I would make so many different builds with this truck. Honestly, I love this thing. And for number 6, something sort of similar, kind of like a distant relative of the Ford F650, a International CXT. Now, the CXT is pretty much just the buffed up bigger brother to the Ford F650, and honestly, they're crazy as well. It's basically a semi converted into a regular everyday truck that you still can't really drive as an everyday truck because they are so massive. But honestly, these things are really cool, and I would love to see this in the game alongside with the Ford F650. And finally, I would absolutely adore to have this truck in the game. I love this thing so much. The International CXT Triple Cab. Now, this thing, just look at it. It's crazy. It has the pipe stacks. It has the regular truck bed. And it has a tri-door cab, which is honestly... they're so impractical, but they look insane. They look so cool. And honestly, if this thing was in the game, I would use this all the time and for everything. And I would have probably around 60 builds of this one truck. So if they added this to the game, I would probably never stop playing it, like, ever. So if you disagree with having any of the trucks that I just listed in Offroad Outlaws, let me know down in the comment section below, because I would love to hear you out. Or if you have extra additions, more trucks that I missed, I can make another video, so let me know down in the description and I can add those in another video. With that being said, I will see you guys in the future. Have an amazing day.